There. How's it going, Greggy? Welcome, everybody. Back to the stream. We're playing Homebody. Again, some more. Oh, I hit all the wrong buttons. There we go. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Doing pretty okay myself. I got myself some Taco Bell today for lunch. The Baja Blast machine was out of Baja Blast, so I was having a Baja bummer. So, anyways, we're playing more Homebody tonight. We're gonna pick up where we left off. Oh, this is new. Hope getting out here wasn't too much a hassle for you guys. For real, the drive was fine. It would be like nothing for miles except trees, and then once every hour we'd see cows or something. At one point we stopped at one of those roadside boiled peanut stands and we saw the guy ladle some of the hot nut water into his mouth, so we left without getting any. It sounds to me like you saw something that made you feel funny. You know, hot legume water. I should tell a trusted adult right away. Did the joke just go over my head? I feel like this is one of those Emily Francisisms, and none of us speak that language. Wait, you guys don't know this story? So, like, you guys remember when the local arts council held that mini-con in the spring? I got a booth. It was crunching like crazy to churn out little paintings and zines while also doing homework poorly. Because I'm a good friend, I offered to help set things up and make her life easier. That, and I wanted an excuse to hang out and people watch. Emily sends me to Kinko's, pick up a box of freshly printed and very glossy, nice autobio zines, get back to the con, just in time for the show to get going. I was excited to see how the books came out because I was nervous about full bleeds and whatnot. And when I opened the box, I got my zines. It was instead fully packed with a variety of public safety and surprisingly Christian pamphlets, like the kind you get in Dare, where one of those assholes leaves instead of tips. I'm panicking because the print job was expensive and I was hoping to make my money back, and now I have a box of the shit people try to hand you at the grocery store, and the booth next to it saw the whole thing and wanted to read them. I'm standing there feeling like the biggest idiot on the planet for ruining my friend's show. Then Emily fans them out on the table, scribbles a little sign that says $1, and those things start selling like hotcakes. Turns out disaffected stoners really love Dare. Dare ephemera. Ever since, little snippets of those pamphlets still randomly pop up into my head. It ain't cool, don't be a fool. Radon might be right behind you. Don't get fried, stay inside. Oh, we read this radon pamphlet. Yeah, those pamphlets make obscure safety concerns feel like they're living entities coming to kill you. I remember feeling like I had to lock my doors to keep out Legionnaires' disease. Francine, you made the best mistake possible. Save me from other people see. Saved me from having other people see cartoons of me unnecessarily trying to convince the Krispy Kreme employees to let them have some of the burned up donuts that got stuck in the production line, and having an inexplicable panic attack in the parking lot. No one needs to see that. Thank you again for fucking up so bad. Did they let you have the donuts? They did not. So you really took those old brochures literally, huh? What do you mean? Radon might be right behind you? Sounds like something you would say. You're always warning me about obscure shit I've never even heard of. You know what? I just realized I need to go find my binoculars. I'll go right back. Because I need to go look for the point. Fucking Cliff being too cool. Pear had me convinced I would be constantly running into people just giving drugs away. Yeah. Pass by the guy in the Santa outfit in front of the grocery store ringing the bell for donations to the Salvation Army, and you come up with like a $2, like a couple bucks in your hands. He's ring a ding ding. You go to put the money in the bucket, and he goes, "You want to buy a weed? Just one. I only got one kid. Can you take off my hands?" It's messed up that they don't let you have the donuts. I mean, they're just gonna go in the trash anyway. Oh no, we're having a time. Em, you doing okay in here? Yeah, I just needed a second. I said that, yeah, like 14 minutes ago. Well, I told the gang I would bring these binoculars along for the trip, so I've been looking for them, and I don't think they're here. Now I'm curled up in a ball trying not to hyperventilate. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of figured. I thought you were doing great. Haven't seen you this on in a while. I think 20 minutes of off is all I can do. Oh, of on is all I can do, and then I think I can only do that because Francine's wingmanning me. It's embarrassing. All we met is all Captain Cool helping Francine keep her shit. But I'm not like I was back then in school. Don't even recognize that person. You don't have to be perfect for them to like you. You're their friend. They already like you. Powerful. Do they like me, or did they just like whatever that was? Unless you've been quietly struggling with demonic possession or something, whoever that was is still you. Look, I don't want to make you feel any more guilty about it, but I can only talk to your friends about data analysis for so long. You're fine, you're safe, they missed you. Even if they'll never forgive you for not being able to find the binoculars. Come on, I'm making tea. Oh! We popped in, and then we popped out, and then we popped back in. What, did you need a pair of binoculars to find that pair of binoculars? Dude, I was looking for the point, and I couldn't find that either. Get your feet off my table. Jesus, what are you, my mom? I just don't want you ruining my table. I eat on that. Fuck, Cliff's too cool. Cliff, we need to talk about that binocular joke. I'm disappointed in you. Em, it's okay, Laura turned it off. I know. You're really worried about this, huh? Like you're worried about me ruining your table? Cliff, cool it. Just messing around. This guy's apartment is so cute. Seems like a really nice area. Will we even be able to see the shower out here? With all the light pollution? Come on, it's not that bad if you go like a mile out of town. Anyway, the moon is just a tiny crust tonight. Barely any competition for the Perseid. Maybe binoculars would be cool. Getting lost looking for Theseus Major and Gonad's district? I hope it's Gonad's district. And all the other stuff the magic school bus tried to teach me about. Oh man. It's something else. Ah hell. I gotta text my neighbor and see if she'll feed my guppies. Didn't take care of that before you left? I'm taking care of it now. Hot nut water guys got me thinking. Gary, calm down. But the hot nut water would probably be pretty good. Cliff, super umami, yeah, obviously, but hot nut water guys also got me thinking. I feel like travel becomes way less stressful once you just accept that things in a new place are going to be uncertain and weird instead of trying to control every last detail. Let's go with the flow. I got a time we were out in the mountains and decided to follow the signs for a family fun center. And ended up in a burned down ghost town with no sign of escape? Totally. The creaking of a distant rocking chair, unreadable old billboards bleached white by the sun, tetanus on every surface. Gotta love that percolating sense of unknowable danger. Percolate. Guys, guess what? I'm changing the subject. What are we gonna do for dinner? I could go for some za. I think we can do better than za. Emily, you live here. Where should we get food? There's always a Thai place down the street. Tiki Diner. Super authentic Italian deli. Thai place. Let's just get a pizza. Man, want a Thai? In that case, we'd better get going if we're gonna get to Domino's before they close. Crud. Okay, let me just do the rounds of the apartment real quick before we go. Emily, seriously, are you still worried about your knobs? Not that unreasonable. The apartment next door, mine was like, I guess, a crash pad for pilots who were coming into the airport down the road. City shut off our gas and nobody was around to turn the pilot light back on. No pilots for the pilot light? They had one job. Taking heat for the binocular joke, and you can get away with that one, right? Anyway, with the pilot light off, the room just slowly swelled with gas. By the time the landlord finally came by to shut off the valve, the apartment was so filled with gas that the windows had bowed out from the pressure. Oh. Sure, but that has to be rare. Rare, but it happens. And gas is invisible, so I worry about that too. The thing that bothers me is, like, what happens if my lungs are full of gas and it ignites? My lungs are, like, getting all burned up from the inside? Bro, Gary, if your lungs is full of gas, do they have any air in them? You might be unconscious, Gary. Call an ambulance. Laura's on it. She knows what's up. What's in my lungs if not oxygen? The gas that you're worried about, Gary? Guys, I think we should stop talking about this. What should we? Listen, gas isn't some magic murder monster coming to kill you. You turn the knob and it's off. That's it. Pete, help me out here. I think we found Pete. Creepy Pete. Exactly, thank you. That's just what I'm talking about. Is Pete a friend we had that we forgot? Lurking in the back of our brain like some kind of spooky shadow? Look, let me put this to rest for you, Emily. See? Did we all die in a blazing inferno? No. So you can relax now. Wow, Cliff, you're right. I'm so relaxed. Now, if you excuse me for a moment. Ooh. Shades of the homunculus doing the head bonk. Maybe it knows things about the main character's past and mimics those. But in like weird flashback ways. Hey, it's 7 p.m. and we're in the house. Switch. Fuck. Okay, so. Oh, the office clock and the garage are related. I saw you, you sum in the bench. Being creepy, going up the stairs and stuff. We got new dialogue? Things happen? Yeah, Emily, have you gotten a chance to talk to Francine about the homeowner not showing up? Or I guess has she already come up to you about it in panic? I know what happened. I got to the house yesterday where you're supposed to be let in by Mr. Nest. Peter Nest! I think his name is. The guy who owns this place. Instead, there was a key in one of those fake rocks and a note. Make yourselves at home. Talk about hospitality, huh? I thought they had to chase him off. Gary, didn't you used to work in the steam tunnels under our school? Sure did. Man, was that ever a time. Some questions. First off, what are steam tunnels? And second, why are they steam tunnels? What is, and also how? Short answer is and I don't know. I mean, I kind of know. Back in the 50s, these tunnels under the college were used for steam heat for the dorms and classrooms. Sometimes in the 70s, that mostly gets replaced with gas and electric, but the tunnels are still there and still produce steam. In the 90s, they start to use those tunnels for network infrastructure instead, but some young IT kid still needs to run through those tunnels and maintain the code, the RJ45s, right? Coax the RJ45s. What is RJ45? So when I was working IT for the school, that was part of my job, and my supervisor was very casual when he told me that if I walked into certain parts of those tunnels at certain times, I'd just die. I guess I can't tell you about those things here, so how did avoiding this theme work? It's pretty simple. Sections of the tunnel were color-coded, and the maps in the area had lights that lit up the sequence. When a room's matching light was on, it was full of deadly steam. So it was mostly about internalizing the sequence, picking a safe room, and waiting it out until it was safe to leave again. And then spending a few years suppressing the memory of it. Still nothing from Pete, huh? Nothing. Oh, Pete's the friend that hasn't made it to the party. And one of the options that we had was Pete. No, Pete was like, "You're dead. I'm dead out in the woods," or we had the option to tell him that he was dead out in the woods. We saw him in the flashbacks. Something about this doesn't feel right. It's not really like him to go silent for days at a time. I guess that's true. He must be having a really crazy weekend. There, we'll open the door. We'll have a step. Fluid in this tank is the source for all poison. That's right. We have 43. Is that something that we remember? Minesweeper. Doesn't look like. Okay. Yeah. A properly calibrated pump's position above this tank will drain automatically with gravity. Pump's position below manual drain is necessary. But okay, so if I mess up a thing from below, 1913. Go this way. What the? Why is this house so big? To Parker Nest or homeowner. To whom it may concern. This is the second time we have attempted to contact you regarding the residence at 1142 Olivera Street. Our records indicate that the residential dwelling on your property has been consuming an amount of power that could only be possible through an illegally modified utility meter. As a point of reference, the average home in this city uses 30 kilowatt hour per day. The amount of energy your property consumes is equivalent to the power drawn by the Oncology wing of the nearest children's hospital. Unless you're treating a Girl Scout troop of child cancer patients in your basement, we strongly recommend rationing your usage. As outlined in State Penal Code 37B, any persons who, with the intent to obtain utility services without paying the lawful charge, or with intent to enable other persons to do so, or with the intent to deprive utility providers of the full lawful charge owed, commits, authorizes, aids, or abets any of the following, shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. Diverts utility services by any means for any purposes, tampers with, or interferes with any property owned by or used by utility services, or prevent reroutes the purpose of like this. Okay, that's cool. If the defendant has previously been convicted for any offense under this section, bad jujubes will happen. You'll go to jail. Due to lack of timely response or previous communication, your fine is now increased to $570. That's some money. Please send your payment to our offices using the attached envelope postmarked on or before July 3rd to avoid additional fees and or arrest. Parker, pay the damn fine. County jail is not the wellness retreat. It is going to be it is going to build character. Please take this seriously. You go to jail, you build character. That's what it says on the note. Read a schedule. A regular day. 6. Probably wake. 7:30. More realistic wake time. 6:30 or 7:45. Coffee, toast, journal, read, sit outside if weather is nice. Attempt to prevent my small garden from dying. Future practice. 8 o'clock. Put on a record shower. Put on face if I must. 9 o'clock. Wake. 12. Pleasant ritual of making a little sandwich or salad. A cup of iced tea. A bit of a nibble and a rest. 1. Tinker with the project du jour. 2. Work. 6. Dinner. Elaborateness dependent on how drained I feel by this point. Aha, as you know, it varies. 6:30. A little treat, whatever that looks like on the given day. Scone, piece of chocolate, guilty pleasure TV, nice bath, combination of above. 7. Meditation, or whatever you would call what I do. 8. Wind down, sit on porch, perhaps invite company if anyone is amenable, as you well know. 9:30. Read, rest, bath. Oh, read, rest, blah blah. Realizing I don't actually stick to this schedule 1 iota. 10. Maybe this is just an overly idealistic version of myself I'm attempting to portray here. 10:30. Typical of me. 11. Optimistic bedtime. 12. Realistic bedtime. Oof. Event list. July happenings. July 4th. Writer's Workshop. July 12th. Screening a Q&A with director of Yours and Mine, Maxine Jacks. And also refreshments, aka a booze. Maybe some cocktails. July 18th. Crab boil and hysteria exercise. Those two things at the same time. I like to think of them happening at the same time. July 20th. Monthly poetry reading. July theme. Jung's Theory of the Shadow. Please RSVP with Parker or Clara ASAP if you plan on attending so we don't have to repeat of last time. A ratio of 15 lobsters to 3 people to eat them. Are you prepared for them to escape? Are you ready for them to slide down your gullet all drenched in butter and fear? Can you taste the guilt? Will you enjoy it? Anyway, again, RSVP. There's a spooky face. Check machine. Reminds me of the panels I've seen somewhere else in the house. Oh! That one is Gucci. What was... No. We only have the image of the one? Fuck. Damn it. Because there was one over... above that? In... Oh, no. There was another one that had a different one going on. Well, what can I interact with? All that. Here's okay. 8 p.m. Do you know what your children are? Downstairs. Time to get spooky. Dear Claire Jones. Miss Claire Jones. The board of the Sweepminer Trust Associated Entities is pleased to congratulate you on your acceptance into our program. Our admissions office, we were particularly struck by your achievements in sculpture and the application of your engineering background to abstract arts and installation. We feel you are an excellent fit for our conservatory. We closed our official admission forms and housing agreement. We very much look forward to meeting you in person and helping to cultivate your unique talent. Warmly. Have administration. Examine plans. Seller, PSI 29. case anybody else needs to use the pump in the cellar. See. Okay. Do we have a memory of that now? Oh. So. Oh. I understand. Read though. All the way up here. It doesn't show me. That's so rude. I did read that. We zoom. Okay, let's see if this did it. Read a letter. Parker, noticed you rang. One of my fellows told me about your little call. I'm disappointed. I hate that you think I've been ignoring you, and then I hate even more how rude you were to my friend about it. I wish you had called me back so we could talk about it like adults, because the whole reason you've worked yourself into a tizzy is that you've been writing my dream address wrong. My damn address wrong. Surely you saw it on the envelopes of my letters. Double check this next time you send Brian to the post office on your behalf. Please take some time and sort yourself out. I'm under very tight deadlines with my exhibition, so I'll not have much time to write. Hope you understand. Who's this? Return to sender insufficient address. Clara, congratulations on the Corey. Ah. Oh. Run! Run to death. Yeah, because it's red, blue, and then white. Oh, hey! Hey, Pete. Don't the other kids seem like strangers to you? What are you talking about? There's something kind of naive about them. It's quaint in a way, but it's so unlike how I remember them. Christ, those dank tunnels underneath the house. Pretty intimidating, huh? I don't know how to get through them, but the map must have something to do with it. Didn't Gary used to work in a place like that back in college? Good luck out there, Emily. We did it. So, let's just go down here and work with it. know how to reset that thing. I think I actually kind of strung my way through this. Okay. Do we have anything for this? Okay, that's that. $26. Dang. The thing I found wasn't. Oh. Not interested in that. Right, there wasn't. Three. Figured out time clock. I don't think we found anything for this yet. Mineweeper. Not sure what that means. Don't forget the combination for this door plus the bolts board by the generator. I don't know where the generator is. Okay. Fuck it. Blue cable disappears through the wall here. Okay. Relatively short list of names, dated months apart. Bottom of the list, Parker. Light. Guess we'll go through here. We run. Dang it. colored room when the light is on. Waited out in the gray rooms. What's silly? Watch these for a little bit. Gotta wait one more. Green. Eh. Long haul. Phase wrong. Glad I didn't go in. I'm going after this. I don't know why I would need to go through this. I could have gone in. Gone in. Red, blue on this next one. Here. I guess this is technically yellow, but whatever. There's something in the blue bendy room. Red next. And red, blue. Hide here. Red. Okay, there's just mannequins. Good. Here unless I die. Man, that killer's gonna get me. It's almost midnight. It's gonna be a bad time. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I didn't make it. Oh, God. I sure was giving you a hard time last night, huh? You mean when he was ribbing me about burning to death? I think he thought he was helping. Tough love. He could have at least apologized. Pretty sure he was waiting for me to thank him. Anyway, thanks for sticking up for me. I really appreciate it. Of course, you would have done the same for me. The time we were trapped in Brockridge Mall, waiting for the storm to pass? Yeah. Actually, I was just thinking about it. Maybe because of the torrential rain. The parking lot was shaped like a bowl with the mall in the center. Sewers clogged. The whole thing flooded. They wheeled in a generator to keep the lights on while they waited for the city to bring in a pump to drain the water, and it took so long we ended up having to stay the night. They were trying to sleep with the sound of the generator, as if the worry wasn't already keeping me up. Yeah, for a while you seemed really stressed. You were sure the dome would break and the water would pour in, like it was the end of the world or something. You weren't scared? I didn't love it, but I think I like getting closed off like that. Always nice to have fewer variables, you know? Being able to focus on one big, scary unknown kind of distracts from all the other little nothing. Tried to think about it like one of those CD-ROM puzzle games I used to play. That's really smart. I almost let all the worry get to me, but you were so cheerful, so brave, that I ended up kind of having a good time. Even though you know we could have drowned. There we is, floating. Emily, are you okay? Yeah, I was wondering what would have happened if it had kept flooding. The city hadn't been able to stop it. Like, would we have done anything about it? Or would we have just been out of luck? Why are you suddenly so worried about something that already happened? Sure, things went fine that night, but hold on, Nick. You mean next time we're trapped in a flooded mall? Float. I like the can of little Phoebus. No rain falling on the friend. What happened? We're back. Guess we'll find Francine. Remember that nursing home pamphlet, Francine? The one with what was on the title out? Blades of Grace? Melancholy Place, Pet Friendly, or Piss Pad Lapdogs Only? Yeah, that was it. I was thinking about how ridiculous that Come to Jesus term was. I think about that brochure a lot. It said that a family member passing is a moment of awe. I remember that. Pretty weird. That watching someone straight up die is some amazing thing. They're confused and they're scared, and it's small and sad, and the room smells like rubbing alcohol, and that's it. It's done. Man, I miss when that pamphlet was funny. Know anything about dark industrial tunnels filled with steam? Didn't Gary work in steam tunnels in our school? He'd probably know more. Been a while? It has. So, how was the drive? What? Take the 80 or... What are you, my dad? You know I had the same drive as you. I did it a good 30 hours ago, but we're coming from the same place. Right, of course. Ben, pretty okay, I think. Finally doing a bit better with everything. Been making new friends since you moved? I mean, sure, I've been working my way into a few circles of friends. It's been slow, but I'm being proactive. Believe in you. Stuff all comes with time. Time isn't really an object aside from freelance. I've really got nothing but time. I'm working on social stuff, but most of the people I talk to on a daily basis are just kind of terrible. I get what you mean. People really stress me out sometimes. That's why I stick to people I know. But the pool of people you know thins over time. Before I left home, the only people I knew were Cliff, Gary, Megan, and Pete. Same, and I mean exact same. Them and Laura, I guess. How's Laura been? She's been your roommate for now, what, almost 2 years? Laura? She's doing great. She's been out of the apartment more than usual for work stuff, but she's been good. Well, that we've been living together for almost 2 years now, I'm really grateful for her. Good. Still working on data entry? Data analysis, yeah. This is great. Oh, nice. Always regretted not getting to know her better. Yeah, she seems to like you too. The time that one time you met. We went to breakfast last week. Sounds nice. You actually saw a comet this time? A meteor, not a comet, but yes, it was amazing. Humbling, kind of. You weren't our new... At that time, will you? You mean, was I afraid of ending up with a concussion again? That definitely crossed my mind, but I'm not going to let it last time ruin it for me now. Nice to be back in touch with everyone. Feels like a dream. Glad to see you in one piece, I mean. Are you referring to the last time we went to watch the Proceeds? It's been on my mind, yeah. I wasn't paralyzed and I didn't go missing. I fell and hit my head. Sure, we spent a portion of the night in the ER, but that was its own kind of togetherness, wasn't it? Right. I have complicated feelings about that night for sure. What do you think of the library? From an anthropological standpoint, they're fascinating. It's fun painting a picture of someone based on the contents of their bookshelf. For the books themselves, they're not bad per se, but very dated. What can you tell about the homeowner from his books? I guess he's very much a product of his time, and I suspect a number of drugs. Seems to have stopped collecting sometime in the 70s. There are signed first editions by Gary Snyder, Lawrence Ferlinghetti, but none of the spines are broken, like they were never read. More of a collection than a library, I mean? Absolutely, these books are here. These books here to be surrounded by, not necessarily to be read. Piecing stuff together about the owner of the house. Forgot you didn't get to meet him. His name's Parker Ness. Parker, not Peter Ness. He seemed like a pretty charming person. Maybe a little eccentric though. He aggressively mentioned the parties he used to have here. How some of them ebbed and flowed for weeks at a time. Should I be worried about this information? What? Why do you ask? I don't trust eccentric bordering on creepy with our $2,000 security deposit. Fair. They seemed harmless. Kept mentioning Ken Kesey and the electric Kool-Aid acid test. It seems like they were in the same beatnik milieu. With you? Yeah. Though I couldn't tell if Ness saw it as a party or an experiment. Wasn't Ness a writer? I wonder if he was any good. If he was any good, I haven't found any evidence of it. That's too mean, but still. For all we know, he's an acid casualty who was in the right place at the right time, and I'm not about to go snooping for evidence to the contrary. Promise I won't tell you what I find. Let's not go that far. Sure, I explicitly promise not to go rifling through his personal things. But if you're more comfortable digging, knock yourself out. There's something interesting about the homeowner. Snooping around the house, in this house, so you don't have to talk to people. Maybe. Interesting. Yeah, so our friends that you haven't seen in here, go talk to them. Bye. Okay. So, let's see if I can figure out this Minesweeper ass puzzle. I don't want to examine the post-it note. Computer's been smashed, seemingly deliberately. How could this happen? Well, fuck. Flyer for an electronic lock, maybe from the 80s. Yeah, get out of here. Well, shit. Ah. Came up here and I shocked him. Oh. There's a box with 3 lights and a big old mad scientist switch. Looks like it provides power to the accumulator. There are 3 gnarly cables coming into it from below. Probably needs 3 power sources like the blueprint. I can turn the accumulator on and all of this. Well... sounds like opening this machine made something break downstairs. Well... What the heck? Cellar lock. Attic door clue. Door. Cellar door. Tunnels map. Just have that. Good. Accumulator. Eh. 3. So there's 2 power systems? And that's annoying. Open that accumulator and it will break. There's a broken piece of glass on the ground. It looks like there are letters on it, but it doesn't spell anything. Stivwitz. Well, I went in on the artificial stuff. Our receipt was half fruit snacks. I don't know what it is about this weekend. I don't usually eat that stuff, but it just feels right now. Sure, nostalgia and all that. Sure, love artificial stuff though, like blue raspberry. Blue raspberry doesn't make any sense. It's literally not based on anything. There's no such thing as a blue raspberry, but we're comfortable with it entirely as a product. Pink lemonade is the same. It's alien and bizarre, and I don't know why I love it. Well, that's why I love it. Usually pink lemonade is a traditional thing. Historically, it gets its pink color from strawberries or with the addition of sumac. Sumac is actually a plant that grows around here. No shit. None. Hi, Emily. Oh, hey, Emily. Bye. So, is this a memory? Guess the broken glass came from there. The lamp opened up when I used the machine in the attic. Oh. Oh. Those, they correspond. Okay. I'm writing it down. S. P. B. So there's W, D, W. Okay, so imagine. Yeah, that goes ABC. I think I have enough information to solve the puzzle. Let's see. I think this accumulator doobly relates to the stage that I found. These are all on 4. Time to So, need to be on 12. Unique. Seven? Yeah. That should be STA. Like this. But the T one is broken. Let's have again. Oh, V? Oof. Eh. Eh. No. Well, heck. What else? Why? Oh, that one goes backwards, so I need to have that one on 8. They must have inverted. Yeah. Going back to the D-pad. Power. Send into the cellar. Door. Power on. Ah. Hey! Oh, thank you, sir. What is? Aw. What if I zoom? No zoom. Did he deposit? Oh, that he's different now. He doesn't have the mouse mask. Hmm. Hey again, Emily. How you doing? Why can't I only talk to you? What do you mean? I keep trying to break through and talk about all this weird, wild stuff with my friends, the murder monster, and all that. Though I talk to Nest too, I guess. Why can't I talk to you and not my friends in the house? You don't enjoy talking to me? That's not what I'm saying. Why? That's not what I'm saying. Why I'm explaining myself to you right now. It's not what I'm saying. Why I'm So Emily, do you want to hear a secret? Yes. Good. A spiky machine in the attic is a lightning rod. You need to turn it on before the lightning strikes so you can power up the accumulator. Yeah, I figured out that. I need you to spell out the clue you found and stay by configuring the letters on the lamp in the study. Bye-bye. I guess we'll work on that. Just so I can figure out what the freaking passcode is for this thing here. I wonder if they're... We're gonna have to figure out how to get that I'm guessing eight? How did it 7? 3? Figure this out. We're gonna do this the hard way. I'm not sure there's a note or something to find. Yeah. Explain the code secrets. No. So currently janky as it is, it's way easier to control this with the D-pad. So, I think you need to do 2. Can't tell. Inspect the ground. Thing. Make it a key. Lot. It's you now. So 6. understand this. I think the ABC ones rotate clockwise. The other ones rotate counterclockwise. So this needs to be a 7. This needs to be a 2. Frankenstein style. Blue and the yellow. Bathroom. Oh. Oh. Now we know. Scary. Here. Machine. Unlock. Do here. Don't need the green wire. Yellow. That's the same thing. There's a blue generator. Blue. Here. Forgot where this machine changed the things on. Brain. Lightning rod. Cool, I don't need to write that down. one panel. He just murdering dudes. Oh, she's dead. She's dead too. Panel up here that I was seeing? No, it's not. Where the heck did I see it? I don't remember. Hear a lot of electricity. The sources of power if I want to turn this thing on. Two of them disappear into the floor. The other goes to this spiky looking machine. That thing of lightning. So blue, yellow. I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. Where did I find that board? I'm either gonna run into it or I figure this out. Escape! Come get me, bench. Ah, he knows how to work doors. Welcome back, Greggy. Hope you feel clean. I ran into the hill. Emily, hey. You have the look like you're not listening to me. You thinking about all your friends getting murdered? Well, doctor. No. Okay. Sorry, yeah, I might have been drifting a bit. What were you talking about? Well, I mean, I was talking about this work thing, like we've been working on for this other company as an intermediary. Don't really know who the parent company is, like, it's a big nasty umbrella. I'm gonna do a hydrate, chat. Oh. Keeps reasserting itself and reminding me how much it bugs me. My cubemate Brecken, he found a typo in one of the data sheets he was graphing. Seems like they did a find and replace, and the stuff we're charting out are actually munitions. Can you believe that? Hydration space. Like, are we part of some kind of existential military thing now? Extra legal military thing now? Or we're the civilian arm of some kind of paramilitary coup and we don't even know it? Sure, like, that kind of reminds me of the situation I'm in. Don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I feel trapped, you know? It seems like there's an easy answer in front of me, but I don't know if I should take it. Like, some machine in somebody's attic somewhere can't be the answer to all my problems, can it? But I'm so afraid of losing these people. Every day it feels more like I'm failing them somehow. So is this it? I just give up and keep failing? Emily, you're literally not listening to me. Do you ever? What? Sorry, of course I do. I can't keep having this conversation with you. I know you're hurting, but this is but this is so far from the first time we've had this conversation. This isn't the first time we've had this conversation in this week. Sometimes I want to talk about my own crap, Emily. I don't just want to sit around telling you what you want me to hear over and over. Please tell me something that makes sense, please. You gotta make that sense on your own. I can't keep doing it for you. Unless tell me it's gonna be okay, please. Tell me I'm safe. Whoa. Okay. Mission 1. Oh, I think I remember now. I need to go in here. Zero, 7. Three. Oh, you gotta be this way. Got this open before. I'm sticking in my brain. Do I have to wait for the real time to line? Oh. Oh my god. That's super stupid. Okay, so I can just put whatever time has passed in. I just... I need to turn on door 3. I don't remember what the 1 3 looks like. Shit. Now I know how to get into it. Most important. Ah. Goo. Goo. Get gooing. Okay, 1 literally can't be powered at the same time as... Ugh. Okay, so the steam hallways that I kept dying in are part of the final puzzle. I know what 2 is. Is literally that. Right down the street. 3 is... out of there. So now I understand how that's 2. That's what I needed for 3. Run into the basement. Can't do that. Can do this. This doesn't lead me into the underground, does it? Shit. Oh, the yellow. Large accumulator cable appears to the door. You'll need to open it if you want to find the power. Come get me! He's so much more spooky looking with all those wraps on and the pointy noggin. Pete! Why are you doing this? What? Why are you helping me? Why do you think I would want to hurt you? Man, just because one thing doesn't mean a different thing. Okay. First floor. That stuff. Basement. Yellow cable. No. Blue cable goes into there. Going through this because I can't remember where else it goes. I can potentially run through that, but I'm going to let it do its thing. These are the steam hallways, for those of you who may not have seen any of this part happen. It's instant death if you get steamed. You are in a room when the colored lights when you come off that particular steam hall. I could have just fucking went. This is a short hallway. Blue. Yellow, blue, or orange, or whatever that color is supposed to be. run down this, because even though it's a long hallway, I'm not going to do this hallway again. Where are is? Memory log update. Let's just go get that. Oh, so much learn. Spooky house. The infinite fields. Spooky woods. Someplace. Maybe. Maybe up here. I feel so dumb because I got into that hallway system on the other side before, but I don't remember how the hell I got in there. Glad that there was that shortcut for how to solve that one. Sheesh. Minesweeper computer info. I don't have the information yet. Here. Is it this freaking doorway? Computer. Zero zero x x x x x x O O X X. Understand how these two things relate to each other. Okay, this is randomly generated. It's always a failure. Don't have a 4-digit code anymore. Moving. Relates to this. This guy. Remember. How to approach from the other side. Oh, that's driving me mad. Had to have been somewhere up here. Wait, we could look out. Thank you for the villa, vial. This is where these last things. Okay. PR again. This is kind of convoluted. Oh, he's more new. Well, nothing else I can do here. Man, how did I do that? Maybe I'm just getting stuck on stuff I don't get stuck on. Oh! Code room. There's a different set of stairs. Where'd he go? Stab me, please. Whoa! He's more noodly and he's got a noodle head. Spooky. I can't believe I forgot that there was a staircase in the code room. You hear it, Emily? Hear what? It's feeling. Being alive? There's a vibration. Hum to it that I never noticed before. It's getting quieter now. Emily, do you want to hear a secret? Yeah. Minesweeper and Purd Mystery seem like they're connected somehow. They were made by the same company, Grubsoft. Never heard of them. I bet Megan has. See you later. Okay. Megan, teach me something. Megan! No, I mean the wood itself feels like hollow, brittle, a little soft maybe. You know anything about a game called Mineweeper? It's possible. Mineweeper? That other Grubsoft game? You know it? I do. It's the last game Grubsoft released. As far as I know, it really is impossible. Story goes that a disgruntled employee at Grubsoft was so miserable shoveling out their last few games that he swapped out the code at the last minute before duplications, so the game would be totally impossible to win. I guess it's really impossible? It's possible to win, yes, but I've heard that there's a secret to unlock, tied to Purd Mystery of all things. Apparently there's a maximum score in Purd Mystery where your points stop increasing. I've never gotten to it, but once you reach it, there's a hidden area that appears as part of the level. I saw a photo of it once on the Clever World forums. A creepy set of archways, like an aqueduct or something. Weird vibes, but if you press an up button while standing in the archway on the right, you get warped to a secret area. Once you're there, you need to enter a combination somewhere, using a number of your maximum score. And that ties to Mineweeper somehow? Yeah. The shape of the combination in Purd Mystery is connected visually to a hidden sequence of mines in Mineweeper. As far as I know, no one's ever found it. For all I know, it crashes the game. I guess we gotta play Purd Mystery. Get the most points. Oh, it's stressful. Time's going down while we're playing this game. Intercepted the bird. guess we're just trying to get points, not to the edge of the level. Boy. Ah, man, got greedy. High score! Got an achievement. Got the high score in first mystery. Oi. Okay. Keep going now. Yeah. Yeah. I got one more life. There it is. OOXX? Okay. 16. We have don't know what this Mineweeper. Roman numerals? Look up, see if these are. I don't think they are. But it's been so long since I've had to remember that. I know XBI. That's not helpful. So I guess we're just strong arm. Oh, my score. 16. 6. 7. So this is the Easter egg, Megan, and it ties into Mineweeper somehow? Have a memory. What do you think of that, Megan? Sounds like something just fell to the ground. So we Mineweep it. I'm gonna figure this out. Back here. Those. I understand how this puzzle goes together. Maybe that's where the mines are. Oh. I don't understand how this is supposed to go together. Because this randomly generates every time. Three. I don't understand. You've got a piece of scissor. Give me the scissor. This noodle opens up. Oh, he's got a whole spooky in there. You apart them all? I like sandwiches. The ominous O stones. The mist house. Or church, maybe. His cross. Garage. Garage first. Here. Boop. Work. Yeah, I don't have to wait as long. I forgot about this. So literally the same thing. Panel 3. Go. Okay. I wonder if panel 3 just has some secret hidden hoo-ha. Slide. Zoom. Run! Ah! I should have went into the red one. Heck. You giving me another hint, Pete? What's up, buddy? Jeez. Things are tough, aren't they? Notice how the Mineweeper game shows the losing mine in red after you lose? There might be a pattern there. And the developer, Grubsoft, didn't they make Bird Mystery? Does the secret to Mineweeper have something to do with the secret ending for Bird Mystery? I don't understand you. You know all this, why don't you just tell me exactly what I need to know? Why don't you just help me instead of this mess? I don't know anything you don't. Think of me like a college professor who's staying one step ahead of their class. I'm making all this up as I go along. I don't know shit. Then neither do I. Heck. Heckin' fuck shit. Okay. You know you don't know shit. Why do you have to say it out loud? I just have to scream into the void sometimes. That way the void doesn't get lonely. Here. So, red. Nope. I have to do these in a certain order. Why do some of these tiles stay darker gray? Click on them and they go back to normal. Okay, so this is the node underneath the computer machine that I'm doing this game on, Mineweeper. I don't know what the OOXXXXXX relates to. But after I went into Bird Mystery and went through the double arches, I got this. 16, 6, 7, 15. So if I go in here and do 16, 6, 7, 15. Must have loaded it with junk data on accident. Mr. Nest, while we are grateful to have received your submission of Come Hell or Higher Waters, it unfortunately does not fit with our future plans for publication. We commend you on your highly original Gonzo approach and encourage you to continue submitting your work to other publications that may be a better fit for your unique voice. Regards, Roger Derrickson, Legends of Astonishment editorial. That's a lot of newspapers. A diagram of panel 3. Okay. Did that get put in my memory? Thank fucking God. So I can have 3 and 2 on at the same time if I do. Yeah, I think I can have them both on at the same time if I do this correctly. God, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Next to it is a sales brochure for the Brist Conduwave Modular Conduit Array. I guess those are the panels I've been seeing. It says the benefit of the design is that you can now combine panel layouts to direct power to multiple arrays at once. I guess that means you can combine multiple solutions as long as you draw a path that avoids the X. Oh, I could potentially power all 3 of them. Damn newspapers. A mountain of copies of a newspaper from the 70s, like Ness drove around town buying up every copy he could. The art section promises an article called It's Happening Last Tuesday. Chimpton Tipper, August 20th, 1974. It's happening last Tuesday. The group of young men and women rung a gamut of creative and professional aspirations. A writer here, a hyper-realist painter here, an industrial engineer turned performance artist beside. The latter would be Clara Jones, whose reputation rapidly rose throughout the past year as a holder of revivalist happenings of the highest order. Her work dazzling and frustrating poets and academics alike. Just last week, the group to which Jones belongs gathered in a disused steel plant beneath a meteor shower to take in her latest work, orchestrated with her creative partner Parker Ness. Okay, so literally all I needed in here was to learn the hidden pattern for the three. Okay. See how far I can take this panel nonsense. Door. Panel Palooza. Okay, so one panel. I feel like I need a piece of grid paper. So it's 6x6. Exit point here and here, here, and here. This panel says 1 1, 4 2, 4 3, 3 3. Eraser. Unplug my mistake. 1 6 or 6 1, whatever. Circle all the ones and 1 that I just put on my chart so that I understand that. Okay, so 1 and 3 can't be on at the same time. Two. Okay, so 3 and 2 can be on at the same time. I'm just going to erase all the X's for 1. On my chart. Oh my god, the longest route possible. Okay. Now that 3 and 2 are open, it means I can do this BS. red. No! Okay. Misremembered. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Next hallway, red. Would have been ideal. Clouds. Oh, they aren't. So blue green is about to be green red, so I'd have to run let me. No! Ugh. Blue. Green. Make it. Red, green. Blue. No, I can make this one. So I should just try it. Hold the run button to do a little slide. I'm in here now. This door's open. Oh, good, there's a big stabby statue guy. Don't like it. Clara, do you remember when you pulled me aside after our last performance together? We were both caked in plaster. You were a dear, and I had been so unpleasant that day, neurotic and lashing out, and you said, Parker, one of these days you need to ask yourself why you need to manufacture a bad guy. And I laughed. I laughed at you. Want to grab that young man by the ears and thrash him. What a petty fool. I could have said this to you even once, and I never did. You are not only a genius, but you are an indescribably better emotional being than I am. I have never been more enchanted with the things a person creates. The work we did together felt like puzzle pieces fitting, like finally being able to breathe. I hated my work less then, knowing my myriad weaknesses had the honor of existing alongside your strengths. And what did I do with that? Laugh. Sometimes I wish you were here, and I'm sorry. Read rejection. Eulogy for the chosen few continued. Oh, story. Aliens. You found aliens. To whom I may concern. Thank you for your submission for eulogy for the chosen few. As ours is a short fiction anthology magazine, we regret to inform you that we are currently uninterested in manuscripts longer than 2 single-spaced pages. Before submitting again, we suggest you pare your 120-page work down to fit these specifications. Sincerely, okay. Good thing there's a shortcut, but 9009. That it? God, that statue's spooky as hell. If I have to contend with that statue, power this shit. Okay, now I have to figure out how the hell to do the yellow one. Note anything? Yeah, get the locker. gonna die. I did it. I freaking did it. Maybe we'll get another hint. We'll see. Dunes. Voids. The bastard hot dog. It's right there. Too much mail. I have to figure out. There. That'll done. I don't know how many this needs. Recombined. So that's running the accumulator for that. Mineweeper. We don't have the piece of puzzle for this pump, and I don't know where we would find it. Now that one needed 12 psi. That one needed 29. And that's what it was up in the bathroom. So I could break the walls, apparently. That's permanent now. I guess we'll just try a thing. And I think these ones go up by a factor of 2. This is 10. That one does 5. Well, that one's they both do 5. Electrified? No. Okay. Much floor, 10. Ooh, notes. I didn't go down here because I thought this was all sparky. Note taped to the panel. Parker, to retrieve instructions for the industrial pump, first rewind and then all you ever used the mainframe for, so I don't know why it's so hard to remember. In case you forgot the calibration guide for the mainframe study. Oh, good. Yeah, chafing the other side. Here. Well, this makes a pattern. Oh. Huh. That? What do it mean? Do I have to change the power to do anything with the gear? Yeah, that'll put the door. Okay. Door. That mean anything? Broken exposed wire in a room slowly flooding with water. Take an electrical engineer to figure out the current problem. So eventually I'll die. Good to know. Whoa. No. This means. No. We don't have the appropriate amount of info. He's here! Get me! So there's supposed to be info about this in the study. Victorly? It's Garrett! Oh, it's Cliff! Well, Emily, looks like it's your lucky day. Huh? We're here. The roadhouse burned down? The bastard dog. I guess so. Welcome back to town, Emily. I wasn't expecting felony arson on this trip, but I refused to become an accessory after the fact. Don't worry, I left a note saying you did it. What happened here? According to my phone, it burned down almost a year ago. The website said it was open. Oh, it's open all right. I'm gonna go climb on the hot dog. Me too. Do not get on the hot dog. Guys, I'm serious. Don't be idiots. I can't believe I dragged us all the way out here for this. You knew? Why didn't you tell us? He's the strong silent type. God, somebody's gonna get hurt climbing on that hot dog. I just know it. Wait. Why does the hot dog have bastard written on it? I don't know. I'm a bastard! You're not a bastard, Gary. Get off the hot dog. Not like anybody ever listens to me. Why should they start now? I think you just gotta let go of the idea. Let go of what you can't control, Francine. I think you liked me better when I was beneath you. quote-unquote get off the hot dog. Did you hear all that, Megan? What did I mess up there? Well, Francine loves a plan. I know you and I don't care, but she does. I know, I just don't want her to be stressed out about it. I get that, but still, maybe not the first thing I would have said to my best friend who I haven't seen in a year. Hell, I guess I really whiffed that one. Nah, things are just changing around here faster than we can keep up with. You know about the time loop? Yeah. It's not like it's a bad thing necessarily. First time we did this, we didn't need to plan shit. It just happened. The only reason we ended up here was because we thought Giant Hot Dog was some kind of tourist trap, which it was decades before it became a gnarly karaoke joint. And then they kicked us out at 2 a.m. Us drunk idiots saw stars streaking across the sky. Amazing. It was pretty magical. Yeah, even Cliff was being just like really earnest and positive. For karaoke, he sang that song Sandy. Dig a big swaggering Springsteen impression. And like 20 minutes later, when it's his turn again, he gets up and does Sandy again, only this time without the impression. How obnoxious. Isn't that song like 8 minutes long? Sure, but there was something kind of tragically sweet about it. He seemed so earnest the second time. There were tears in his eyes. Even if it was bullshit that we saw himself in the song, it still kind of humanized him for me. Humanized him. I think I went and hid in the bathroom until it was over. Yikes. Bar bathroom? Is that trade worth it? The Roadhouse bathroom was particularly nasty too. I wonder if it's better as a burned out husk. I wonder if I'm better as a burned out husk. Now, everyone's happy you're here. It's pretty touching that you came all the way out here just to see us. Actually, I'm in town for a funeral. My grandma died. I'm sorry. No, really, it's okay. I don't really feel anything about it. Well, except that I'm a monster for not feeling anything about it. Someone guilting themselves for a feeling has not ever once in human history gotten rid of the feeling. Yeah, so I guess I'm stuck with it. I'm just relieved she's not suffering anymore. Watching her regress to a point where she thought all of us were dead people coming together was pretty devastating for my mom. That can happen? Yeah, it's pretty par for the course with Alzheimer's, going back to an earlier time in their brain, singing songs from their childhood. It's also a delusion you can have where you think everyone in your life has been replaced with imposters. Crapgrass disorder or something? Well, that's horrible. Yeah. Is that the guy? Is that Ness? Say, do you have any use for some melted plastic cutlery? That's very specific. Check it out. It's like a rat king of forks and the little plastic swords that they stick cherries with. What a find! Gotta get a picture. Tori's gonna love this. What are you doing here, Parker? Where's Pete? That's a good question. Never met your friend Pete. And I've met everyone here. I've seen him walking around. Made eye contact with him. There's nothing there. I don't think he's anyone. Pete's not Pete. Then who the hell are you? Also a good question. Har. Do you realize this is a pretty stressful situation for me, right? I'm sorry. I feel a strange energy here myself. There's little I can do to help you now. It may be small comfort, but if you have questions, I will do my best to shine a light in the dark. Jesus Christ. Can you talk normal? I'll try. What's the accumulator supposed to do? It's supposed to accumulate. Next question. It's supposed to channel life energy to assist in the reassembly of matter. Meant to improve your vitality and lifespan. In reality, it's a cheap wooden box and general fire hazard I used to do drugs in. But here, not the box I built. It's actually powerful. It has nothing to do with me. What is that thing? The thing with the knife? I don't know. I used to feel oddly proud of it. I thought I created it. That it was the only thing I'd ever created. Now I'm afraid that might not even be true. Got nothing to show for all this, my life. Just a house that's falling apart with dead people in it. You would want that as a legacy? More than nothing. At least it would be proof that I was here. But I know that isn't true. Even if it was, what's the point? All the big mistake, big coincidence, small little man, stupid. Uh-huh. Why can't I talk to other people? I mean, I can talk to them about pizza, video games, and shit. Just not the time loop we're trapped in, or the slasher movie villain that keeps killing us. I have no idea. When I approached you at the gas station, I found myself unable to speak in anything but poetry. I thought that was just how you always talk. Then, sometime later, I found myself able to express myself fully, almost as if we had gained some kind of understanding. Or maybe I just lost all respect for you. What happened with you and Clara? So, what happened with you and Clara? Clara? I suppose you've had quite some time to explore. Sorry, not much else to do besides die. Well, I hope you enjoyed shifting through the detritus of a foolish young man left behind as he stumbled backwards through life. I know I didn't. I never really. I wasted a lot of time. And now the time wastes me. Yeah, you kind of seem like a hack. One last thing. Do you really smoke weed with Hunter S. Thompson? He was in the vicinity. I see. Want one? You know I quit, Cliff. What? When? I thought you were here to burn one with me like we used to. I can't just come over here to enjoy your company? No. So the owner probably burned it down, right? For the insurance money. How good of a policy do you think they had in this hole in the wall in the middle of nowhere? Maybe it was arson? From a competing restaurant? Feels like a stretch to call the Roadhouse a restaurant. It was more like, well, we'll make you a burger if you really want one. Now that you mention it, why didn't they have a hamburger outside? Why just a hot dog? Actually, they used to have one. They got rid of the hamburger in '63. Oh. Guys, is Megan seeing someone? Oh, Tori? Yeah. Wow, never thought I would see the day. They've been engaged for like 2 years. What? Since when? Since 2 years ago. Hey, gang, what are you talking about? Oh, just how Emily doesn't know shit about her friends? Shut the hell up, Cliff. Hey, Cliff. Emily showed me this awesome melted cutlery rat thing. Want to see it? Oh, yeah. I'll do great with my melted red plastic Italian restaurant cup. I melted it by trying to put a cigarette out in it. See ya, Em. Later, Gare Bear. Do you think we could get sick from hanging around here like the burned rubble is putting stuff in our body that will kill us someday when we're not expecting it? Well, I spend every day expecting to drop dead from mysterious and preventable illness. It would be pretty funny if I contracted it from a fiberglass hot dog. Yeah, if I'm gonna die, at least needs to be funny. I mean, my life's a joke anyway. Needs a good punchline to make it all worth it. Gary, you're sounding a little too much like me. Are you alright? Sure. Fine. My head kind of hurts behind my eyes. I'm gonna go look at that pile of menus and figure out what I would have ordered. There he goes. At least nobody took a tumble from the dog, huh? At least nobody. Hey, Seabass, since you're still there, you got that? You got that problem there? Okay, good. Thanks. Francine. You mad at me? I'm really sorry. Stop. I'm not doing this again. You're not sorry. You're scared of me. It can be both. Feel like you're waiting for a chance to tell me I'm wrong, and you're waiting for me to escalate. Hey! Herbal's here! We got the Raiders! Welcome back, Greggy. How's it going? How was the stream? How was the Mystery Monday? So nice to be here twice. It's good. Ooh, why didn't I notice? Now I feel stupid. We're playing some more of this here Homebody game. There's lots of social stuff. His main character has some problems in the friend circle with communication skills. It's a good time. And we're in another flashback sequence when I think we heard about it. She's back in town visiting her friends, but only because her grandma died and there's a funeral. How's the new Nancy Drew game? Is it a good time? Legacy or something or other? Francine, I'm dying to fall on that sword, and I'm dying for you to believe me when I tell you I know how wrong I am. Stuff doesn't work on axes of right and wrong. Prism. It captured the moon? What the heck? It was spooky. Rain and thunder and lightning. I enter a room, I find a creepy doll in a rocking chair. Yeah, that's pretty spooky. That would do a heckin' spook. Know you're sorry. Tell everyone that every chance you get, you need to do something. What do you want from me? Who gives a shit what I want from you? People aren't a fucking puzzle you can solve, Emily. You're scary when you cuss. Jiminy gosh! Oh hey, Emily. Glad you could make it. Your room's down the hall. Is that better? Is that more like the weird retrograde 2D fantasy of me that you're looking for? I've been caretaking and planning and organizing and protecting and trying to stop us from tearing ourselves apart, going through the motions for as long as I can remember. Now, I am goddamn sick of it, and I know you're hurting, but there's too much inertia for me to stop, so instead I'm here yelling at you about it. We're at a point where we can't say what we want to say because the time loop is weird. I know how this ends. I've seen it happen over and over and over, and I'm done trying to change it, and I refuse to take your sorries about it. I know exactly how goddamn petty I'm being, and I don't care because I've had an infinite number of nights to stew on this. What the fuck? There's a little meat baby? Did we find the La Chupacabra? What? Wait a minute. Hold on. That. Oh. There was a drive-by, officer. I'd like to report a hit and run. At least 5 times. Is this new? Bodies are. Pumberton Possum learns a lot. That's pretty neat. Okay. Right. We were doing the generator. I need to figure out the basement problem. Do the raid and run. Eat a food. Thanks again for the raid, Herbal. Big preach. Sticky notes. Can I interact with any of you? No. I found a copy of Pumberton Possum on top of your stuff. What's that doing here? Fine, I'll do a posture check. Sheesh. Thanks for the posture check. Mine. Whose trash can did you pull that out of? I paid money for it, and I also got one for my mom. She loves it. That's incredibly sweet. I am struggling to integrate it emotionally. While you're working on that, do you think you could sign my copy for me? Of course. Cliff. Watch your step, Emily. I'm starting to think the workmanship on this house is pretty dodgy. Be sure you don't break right through the floorboards. What makes you say that? I closed one of these cupboards a minute ago, and the damn thing cracked right in half. This whole place is like the cheapest quality wood, Disneyland. Earlier, Gary opened the closet too fast while doing a bit, and the door almost disintegrated in his hands. I noticed that too. It's either poor workmanship or termites. Either way, I know we're footing the bill on the rental insurance, cheap bastards. Okay, you don't have anything new for me to learn. I'll bother Gary. Are you okay? Much better now, I think. You just seemed a bit down. I was for sure. I still feel a bit off, but I sat down with Megan and she dropped some wisdom on me. She's good at that. What'd she say? Oh, something about how sometimes it's better to embrace the bad stuff rather than try to shove it down, and that there can't be matter without antimatter or light without dark. It is way more elegant space stuff. I can't do it justice. Then I talked to Cliff and he tricked me into drinking orange juice to wash down the slice of pizza. Cheer me up, I think. Tastes exactly like vomit. Actually, tricked isn't right. He told me beforehand and I did it anyways. You should try it, it's crazy. I think I'm good. Okay, we learned not a whole lot of new stuff. Megan talk. Thanks for talking to Gary. Sounds like you really helped him out. I was getting worried. What did I say? Something about like darkness or antimatter? Right, that. I have a whole spiel. I think I could also use a general existential pick-me-up right about now. Well, shit sucks, right? Shit doesn't stop sucking. In fact, the older you get, things go faster and get suckier. You spend a lot of time worrying about stuff, and half the time it doesn't even matter. For the pick-me-up part. Well, that's my point. I think it's a good thing. Once you accept that, things get easier. You gotta go through the sucky stuff or else the good stuff doesn't mean anything. Hydration station! Right, I'm talking a lot. Ugh. Liquid. Yes. I know I'm not exactly the most upbeat person around. I'm no Gary. But I mean it when I say I'm fine. Fine is a really sustainable emotional state. Happy isn't. Not for me. Probably not for anyone. I love video games. I love my fiance. I love quiet. When I'm cuddled up to Tori quietly gaming or whatever, it's more than good enough for me. I'm not gonna lie saying it gets better, but you get better at dealing with it. I think maybe that helps. I didn't say it was a good speed. Maybe I'm just an idiot. No. I just sound like a Hallmark card at this point. Now we're both spiraling. Oh my god. Oh. Wait, I do need to... Congratulations on Pumberton. Thanks. It's pretty fun to do. It's silly, you know? Not much, but it's cool. How did it feel when you finally got to hold the thing you made in your hand? Really bizarre, but cool. Definitely. Kind of mortifying to see your crappy art in thousands of nice glossy pages like that. Like, oh crap, some poor schmuck is gonna pay money for this? Hey, this poor schmuck is happy with his purchase. Your work looks really nice. The gouache stuff is incredible. Thanks. You're allowed to accept a compliment. That sounds fake and like a scam. Okay, Cliff. You know anything about mainframe computers? Mainframe, like old-fashioned 1960s kind? I don't know if antiques are his style, but Gary knows computers pretty well. Probably help. Am I supposed to be talking to Megan, but Gary's showing up? Bye. Cool. Think about the metaphor of the birds assaulting the player with their eggs, literally their offspring, and the way it speaks to generational guilt and familial trauma. I didn't think about that. The real cost of this conflict is so much higher than I realized. and that the explorer has to jump over them, overcoming them through vertical distance. It's a clear indication of class stratification. Speaking of the so-called explorer, who is exploring what here exactly? There's clearly resistance on the part of the Purds, whose island is being explored. It's colonialism, pure and simple. Totally. The Purd mystery itself was never really his to solve. Come on! Purd mystery is a reflection of its time. Wait, are you guys high? Yeah. Oh, yeah, want some? Later, sure. Do you know anything about mainframe computers, Gary? Like big boxy ones with rotating tape reels inside? I don't know too much, though I had to do a report about old tape hard drives in high school IT class, so maybe I can help. Do you know those old refrigerator-sized hard drives are like a megabyte worth of storage? Kind of freaks me out just to think about it. I remember an old photo of one of these big bricks of computers, the size of a car, being loaded into a plane by a private security escort. And now we've got more data than that in a square the size of a piece of confetti. That's the bite-size conundrum metaphor. If you can, how much data can you fit in your mouth? Wow. But also it's a pun. Don't think about it too much; it'll make your brain hurt. Yeah, tucked right into your pocket, into our pockets. How else am I gonna watch fail videos at the drop of a hat when there's a wireless signal? Which is a shame. I could use a pick-me-up, and I'm in a fail videos kind of mood right now. Anyway, whose old tape hard drive? Those old tape hard drives. How do you configure them? I have no idea, but I've heard hearsay. The way I understand it is, they were so complicated that you needed a college course to know how to load a file. But since they were so complicated, people would learn patterns for how to configure them: rewind, play, print, etc. They were all visual glyphs. Oh, that you spelled out by rotating the oh my god, I'm so dumb. Of course, this is the 60s tech we're talking about, so it's even more complicated than it sounds. Those platters and read-write heads controlled by separate terminals, which were themselves also the size of refrigerators, so to spell out the glyphs you would need to run back and forth multiple terminals just to move the platters around. So even before you can start working, you need a set of those glyphs from somewhere else. Correct. So hopefully somebody would have squirreled that stuff away somewhere. Later, Gary. Okay, we're going to the study. Study time. Newspaper. Apple. No, this is... Oh, pyramid. Is this the pyramid Francine threw? What's it doing here? Is that blood? No, Francine's over. Color hot waters. The small gay will quite butchertinous young ladies to the attic to show them the accumulator. They oohed and awed and huddled inside the chamber, impressed with the final. Check machine. Post multiplier, pamphlet, manuscript. Figure out one big two. 3. Pyramid. I think that 12 is going to go there. Where did I find the 12? It's just sticky noted on the desk. Something I can pick up. Okay. Advance, record, rewind, clear, pen, print. Okay. Wow. Wow, that's obtuse. Okay. You literally just kind of bumble your way through some of these things. Into the pump. Or speed running this to get the accumulator going is going to be a whole friggin' thing. That's next. 15 minutes. Let's go. Okay. Reset print. Rewind, then print. Okay. Do the rerun. Rewind glyph. YouTube rewind. So I gotta do the diamond sideways, and then for that glyph, with flat face the other direction. Eh. Yeah. Rewind. Print the upside. Go back here. Right. Oop. I'm learning. Figuring it out. Hopefully you don't have to do this twice. The other way. 62 psi. Beneath that note, the industrial pump uses all the remaining fluid in the hydraulic tank, so be sure the fluid levels in the tank are correct before operating. Okay. Come get me. There we go. Ugh. So 62 psi. Now I gotta figure out how to do that. Ooh. Nice hillside. Lovely. The apartment. The infinite weirdness. other pumps that I know of. Oh. Here. This needs to be at 62. So we have 26. 3. 10. So we have 10. 5. And all the 5s are. So we need. Those 2 5 units will end up. Pump this all the way up. Just have too much water. This might be something that I can't do. Yeah, 66. Okay, so I need to interact with something else. Get that water situation. Just gonna steam everything fine. Yes. 26. When improperly calibrated, the pump's positioned above this tank will drain automatically with gravity. For the pump's position below, manual drain will be necessary for using this button. 26. Maybe I gotta do the toilet. Don't remember what this was supposed to be at. God, I love that that just falls apart. See if that changed the accessible PSI that we have. Okay. 18. gonna use 10 no matter what in the 2 middle things. I have the game paused because otherwise the clock won't go going. Get our 50 there. Okay. I think this is gonna be easy. I think we just have to do this. Yeah, might only have to do this. Nope. Shit. Let it pause. Now we'll have enough time to try this one more time before the murderers. Bad at math. Okay, again. I don't know that we have means. Because we need 62. I don't know how to do. Up there. Done got stabbed by the what? Is it Pete? Tell me the secret's Pete. Hi, Emily. Do I hear secret? Yes. Good. Maybe you've noticed that the big pump in the basement always puts out a PSI that's too high. If the big pump drains all the fluid from the main tank in the garage, you need to change how much fluid is in the tank somehow if you want to reach the required PSI. You want a bigger hint than that? Yes. So you need the big pump output to 62 PSI, right? To get the tank in the garage to the right amount of fluid, you need to activate all the pumps in the house. If you activate the pump in the bathroom first and the pump in the cellar, you might end up with the right amount of fluid. Okay, I was already doing that, I'm just being bad at math. Double check. So the cellar needs 29. 12 upstairs. We'll just go straight upstairs and get the 12 done. Boop. Boop. heck? How do we make 18? Do what we need to do. 6? Must have 7. I already tried to fix it. Becoming familiar. Probably gonna be a run where I figure out just the pump. And then we'll figure out the accumulator. Freaking house. So much going on in here. Okay. Got 7. Let's give it a go. Okay. Needs to be this. Fuck. 7's the right thing though. Just simmer. Try to do this. I have to do a wall puzzle. I feel like I need to do the accumulator. What the? Wasting my damn time. Reset the pump. Not the PSI weird side control. You gonna get me? Pay attention to the vials. I will do it this time. I will do it the right way. Yeah. Figure it out, but still do a big bounce. What the? Silly chicken. Toy surprise. So, kind of freaked being here in this mall again. Kind of freaked that this mall exists under this rural house in Pennsylvania. Oh, he looked and left. This place sucks. run into this guy. Right. Stairs. I can't turn on the thing. What's it? There we go. Because lightning. Yeah, he does have a spook going on in his noggin, deep down in there. Okay. Upstairs. We gotta come back this way, so we'll just go this way first. Did I need? Where were you? Later. There we go. Lightning. 8712. Now, if I screw this up, at least the lightning will have powered the machine. Put this through my body. Shoot. Done. Come away, Gary. I don't got time for your shenanigans. This first. The longest way possible. Here. 7, 5, 3. Ninja. Check machine. Yeah, I still have the thing in front of me. So. That. This loop. I won't be able to come down here. I will be in here. Okay. Four. No whammies. Speed run. How's your Lego dragon going, Greggy? I'm doing an Indigo dragon, right? Good. Human tag. I should give me a Lego set. It's been a while since I built a fresh Lego set. Boys. Very therapeutic. All the right things. Red, blue. Ah, figuring it out. Short hallway. The red one. Shit, fuck. Oh no! Ah, that one sucks. Seems like a pretty... Wait a minute, I have the shortcut to go through the tree. I don't need to do the steam hallway. Accumulating needs 3 power sources, you've got them all individually, now you just need to get them all in one loop. You're almost there. The lightning rod, ball generator, atrium generator in one go, but remember you've got to activate the lightning rod before the lightning strikes. Take care of yourself if you can. Thanks, Pete. Forgot about the shortcut. Pete strats. Probably don't need to use the lightning rod first, but doing it anyways. That one's the most time sensitive. I always forget what it needs to be. 871. Accumulator, go! That time my arm didn't phase through my body. Oh. It's like, can we just tell it to go and run away? Get out of my way, Gary. I got busy shit. Cool, we don't have to stay there. Save a couple seconds. Seven. Look at it go! Oh the little creepy thing watched us go in. Can't interact with that. Going a little longer. So close I can taste it. Shit. We do have to do the long puzzle. No. We have to do shit. Here. Go through this. This is what I'm sure. Like a statue. Goo. Into the attic. Coming for me? Yep. Sorry, Megan. Sorry, Gary. Emily. Francine! Didn't mean to scare you. What are you doing up here? The lamp in the study broke again, and I knew you were up here. When you talk before you do something rash, Em, there are other things we can do, other options. I mean, for God's sake, Emily, look at that thing. Do you really think it could solve all our problems? What other choice do we have? You think you know how to get us out of this? No, Em, I'm telling you, neither of us do. Maybe there is no way out. I think I first clocked it when you started poking around and solving Nest's little puzzles and talking in code. And for a moment there, I had a glimmer of hope that there was progress for both of us, that maybe you could help me figure out how to get us out of here. But nope, you're still you. And I'm begging you, don't let it come to this. Why trust a weird old man and his weird old machine? Listen, I don't want this fight to end. I want this to stay ugly because it's something. But we need to get out of here, Francine, one way or another. We don't know what it'll do. It could ruin everything. As if everything wasn't already ruined enough. This could be the end, Emily. Shit! Watch out! Francine, I'm sorry. They're accumulating! Power up and activate the accumulator. Achievement unlocked. Here we are again. Another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. Thanks, Pete. Go to hell. Pete could be pretentious sometimes, but he didn't talk like the goddamn great Gazoo. Nest made it sound like you're not really you. And you're gonna trust him? You took the time to turn on his machine. Look how much good that did you. Seems like it worked out okay. I'm still here. Barely. You can't keep coming back like this forever. Turning on the accumulator almost bled this place dry. I thought the accumulator created this place. The accumulator couldn't create shit. wooden box attached to one of those static electricity machines from the Science Museum. At least it was. The decades of obsession Nest put into it turned it into a ticking time bomb. The raw energy of it almost killed this place. So if this place dies, what happens to us? Do we get set free or what? How do you define free? Don't start with me. Truthfully, I don't know. The strength that's keeping you here is giving out, but so is the strength that's keeping here. When that strength is finally gone, I don't know if you're no longer here or if you're out there with the rest of what's here. If that makes sense. Makes about as much sense as any of the rest of this stuff. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to you again after this. I don't think I'll be able to do anything after this. Since there'll be a quiet moment before the thought of the house intrudes again, do you have anything you'd like to know? Who are you, really? For all intents and purposes, I'm Pete. It's that thing that keeps killing us. It's a symptom, a side effect. So are you. Though you have a little more of a sense of self than the homunculus does. For real, why are you helping me? Like I said before, why do you think I would want to hurt you? Because you've had me and my friends trapped in a hellish memory with a great monster that keeps killing us? I didn't create the house, I didn't create you or the memory or the great monster. Or the meat monster. These things just flow through me. I don't want any of this for you. I don't want anything. You didn't create the killer, who did? I don't know, entropy? What's up with all these evasive answers? I don't believe Nest is more forthcoming than you. I can't believe Nest was more forthcoming than you. Nest just has a way with words, I guess. What happens to you now? I don't know. That one's a little beyond me. There's a threshold I'm aware of. I can hear it. I can barely hear anything else. I'm really scared. I'm not ready to cross it, but I don't have any choice. Still, it was good while it lasted. It was nice meeting you. Chucks. Alright, I feel like I'm starting to fade. I don't have the choice not to bring the house back again. The house, all of you, that night, the gravity of it is too great. Greater than me. Why? I don't know. It seems pretty pointless if you ask me. It's been created and destroyed and recreated before. This time, it's taking longer. I don't know how many more times it can happen again. Take care. You did it. The house is rebuilding. Hey. Hey. This is Francine's apartment. This must have been after the bonk. I'm, about to head out of town and I didn't want to leave without checking on me. Yeah. Do you want to come in? Go in the house. How's your head? Was fine. Didn't even end up spending the night. When I got home, I passed out like immediately, but I kept waking up. Something about being told you could die in your sleep really gives you fitful dreams, you know. Anyway, the doctor said I could sleep, so I've been working at it all day. Got my sleepy time tea, should be fine. She said just to avoid caffeine and like strenuous mental activity, I guess. Gosh, Francine, I just wanted to say that I'm hold on. You to apologize? You feel sorry? For what? I don't know, I guess just watching you falling, I couldn't help but think I could have done something about it. About what? Fiberglass hot dog collapsed. I got a concussion, it wasn't the end of the world. I really thought that hot dog could hold our weight. I did too. You could have broken your neck, but I didn't. Came with me to the ER. You were there for me. You were there for like 3 hours. People have aneurysms sometimes hours later. People hit their heads going upstairs and die after a week with no warning. Remember you having a better handle on this stuff. What's going on? I think I might be experiencing some cognitive decline. What are you talking about? I don't know. I think I'm just in, I think I'm just in town to see some fucking shooting stars or whatever, a meteor shower, and I'm stuck in this part of the process where my friends and I are like strangers. The ice never breaks, and I can't get through to anyone. We find out the house we're trapped in is all made of meat. Us, time loop, and even the masked freak with the knife that keeps killing us. All of it. It's so absurd that I start to think it's not just... It's so absurd that I start to think it must not be happening. I assume it just has to end somehow, that it was never real in the first place. But no, there is a masked killer. And it's some kind of Groundhog Day thing, but even that isn't true. It's some kind of nasty fake reality we're in. I don't know. I'm like, is there just something fucked up about me? Did I do something to deserve this? Like, I created that thing, didn't I? I willed it into being. Or is this just in my head? Am I unconscious in a car at the bottom of a ravine? Did I slip into the fucking I slip in the fucking shower or something? Emily, you can't. The worst thing about this is I don't even know if anything is special about it. Maybe this is just normal disillusionment. Emily, we're trapped in a time loop, and there's a knife-wielding monster that keeps killing us. Ugh, I know it sucks. But something about this night, when I leave, when I left your apartment, whatever the hell is actually happening, I remember the look you were giving me, like future uncertain, anything can happen stuff, and I fucked it up. Hermited myself away and didn't talk to you or anyone. I let it all slip. I lost my best friend over nothing. After the night at the hospital, I told myself I wasn't going to depend on anyone else ever again. I wasn't going to caretake or be taken care of. I went all in on me. And when I saw you again at Nest's house a year later, I realized it was working. I guess I wasn't angry. I didn't feel passionate about not having heard from you. It was just a matter of fact. See, you don't have to apologize. I'm not apologizing. I did what was right for me. I decided I wasn't going to give you or my dad or my landlord, who needs me to come inside my apartment for half an hour to tell me he's raising my rent. I decided I wasn't going to give anything more time or thought than I could spare. I did everything I could. Started waking up at 6 a.m. every day, meditating for an hour. I upped my therapy to as many times a week as my insurance would allow. Then when I lost that insurance, I found free counseling services and did that as much as I could. I made a full-time job of just trying to be happy. Still not. It wasn't enough to maintain. The yearning's still there. There's a sense that whatever used to make life magical is gone now. You can't remember what it was, so you invent things. It's a video game you love, the Halloween bucket from McDonald's. Or maybe it's a plan you make, some future time where you imagine you'll feel exactly like you used to. Reality is, things are changing, but nothing is faster than you are. The days are shorter now, and you're in pain, and there's somebody with a knife coming for you. Don't you hit your head on the stairs. I'm so goddamn sick of living in the past. This game's getting heavy. Content warning, heavy mood. Sounds pretty healthy. Why does it hurt so much? Not everything feels good all the time. So, we're not really here, are we? I don't think so. I think the house trip was probably a long time ago. I think so too. It feels like an old bad memory. It feels good to be able to talk about it. It does. Shit. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my god, are you okay? Nah, it's fine. I'll get a towel. Cool. Oh, we both dunked. Yeah, ow, haha. Guess it's kind of pathetic that we weren't able to let any of this go, huh? Yeah. I wonder when this even actually is, the president. Sad if this is happening, like a year after the trip to Nest House. Way sadder if it's like 5 years ago. Or even if it's been decades and this is hell. Pretty boring hell. We're gonna die in this place, aren't we? Probably. permanently. Real this time. Probably. Well, pause. I'm gonna end the stream there. We went for an hour and a half. No, just a whole hour longer than I normally stream. Um, this game's a whole mood. But we did long stream. Huzzah for long stream. I really wanted to figure out and get the timing done for the accumulator. Like, holy crap. We're gonna raid Baconic. What's Baconic playing? Pokemon Infinite. Fusion? Something. Chat makes fusions. Okay. Interactive stuff with Baconic. Make sure I do the slash. Yeah. Raid created. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. You're sticking with the raid. I don't have a raid message. I don't think these things through. Say hi if you wanna. Don't raid if you don't wanna. Thanks for hanging out. Big preach. Okay, kicking you all out now. Thanks for stopping by. I'm streaming on Wednesday. More of this game. Bye. Also, hi, VOD watchers. Thanks for hanging out. And people who didn't go with the raid. You're cool too. Have a good time.